सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Religion means, we often use that word religion. But if anybody asks what is religion, we do not know how to define it. Not only that, we claim ourselves, I am a religious person. That's fine to claim I am a religious person. It's good. What do you mean by religion? Religion is that it's a way of life in which I follow certain disciplines. Religion is a way of life in which I follow certain disciplines. I follow certain practices. Worshipping the Lord is a practice, a discipline. It's our way of life. And another point we have to note, religion means by which practice or discipline a person relate himself or herself with God. Religion means it is a way of life or a discipline of life through which discipline, through which practice a person himself or herself associate or relate with the Lord is called religion. This is the meaning of religion. The next point we have to note, religion is that which purifies me. What do you mean by discipline or practice? A discipline or a practice that which helps me to purify at a physical level and at a mental level. At physical and mental level, purity is possible through religious disciplines. Kayika Shuddhi, Manasika Shuddhi is possible through these religious practices. So we are all religious people. Now you know why we call ourselves as religious people. These are all points should come in our mind. I relate with myself to Lord and I worship Lord to purify myself physically, mentally. So this is a religion. Like this, there are so many religions, religious practices practiced by the entire humanity in that entire world. Religious practices performed by various religious people in the entire world in nook and corners of the world. Among so many religions, what are the so many religions and those religions? Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Sikhism, all these come under religions. So group of people follow that religion. And every religion has got a pravakta, founder, and every religion has got a sacred book connected to that religion, except Hinduism. Very important point to remember. We are noting, but we have to remember all the time. Every religion other than Hindu religion Every religion has got a pravakta, founder, and a sacred book. I need not enumerate that because you are not LKG students, you are all religious people. You know that. Anyhow, I will enumerate some of their names now. The Christ for Christianity, Muhammad for Islam, for Buddhism, Buddha they say, for Jainism, Jain Mahavira they say, for Hinduism, if anybody asks, no answer. Don't give any answer. If you give answer, you are wrong in artham. There is no founder. They have Bible, they have Quran, they have Sikh Granth Sahib, many other books. In Buddhism they have, Jainism they have. Whereas in Hinduism, there is no any particular specific book allotted for Hindus. This is clear? Therefore, we often listen from people, often people say, Hindu religion is the most confusing religion. Often people criticize and come and ask, Hinduism is the most confusing, complex religion. Other religions are better, not much confusing, but the most confusing religion, Hinduism. Hindus say this word. Hinduism is more complex and more confusing religion. If Hindus themselves are saying like this, what to talk of other religions? Other religions won't bother because they are bothering about their religion. So, Hindus who are following all these religious practices like Mahashivaratri, Krishnashtami, Ramanavami, and other festivals, Pongal, Deepavali, who are all performing these things, festivals, these Hindus alone are asking like this. What to say? Their confusion regarding Hindu religion, their question is genuine. It is fact also. It is a confusing religion. It is more complex religion, more evolved religion, most ancient religion. It has got lot of disadvantages because of these so many confusions. Because people are thinking there are lot of disadvantages because of confusions. There are many reasons for these confusions. We can say it is a weakness in the religion. We can use a word. People use that word. There are so many loopholes or weaknesses in the religion. Now, what I want to say is, all weaknesses, what we people are thinking in Hindu religion, all weaknesses, what disadvantages we are thinking, because of some reasons, they are not weaknesses. They are not disadvantages. Really speaking, because of which reason this Hinduism is confusing religion, because of same reasons alone, Hinduism is glorious. This is a funny application, presentation. Funny enna fact also. ஒரு இடத்துல ஃபன்னில ஃபேக்ட் கூட இருக்கும். எந்த காரணத்தினால் நம்ம இந்த ஹிந்துயிசம் ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷனாக இருக்க, ஒரு குழப்பமாக இருக்கா, என்ன பூஜா, என்ன காடு, எத்தனவோ காடு, சோ மெனி பூஜா, சோ மெனி ஆச்சாரம்ஸ், அதுக்கு ஒரு கனெக்ஷனே கிடையாது. என்னென்ன வீக்னஸ் சொல்கிறோமோ நம்ம, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் மெனி காட்ஸ் ஆர் தேர், இது ஒரு வீக்னஸ். weak link point in Hinduism. Many gods, many types of worships. Like this, so many reasons people give. Shastra says this is not a weakness of the Hinduism. Really speaking, this is the glory of Hinduism. This is the glory of Hinduism. Vaibhavam, vibhuti of Hindu religion. Vaibhavam, yedi vibhutiyo, yedi vaibhavamo, அது ஒரு வீக்னஸாக பார்க்குறோம், நம்ம டிஸ்அட்வான்டேஜாக பார்க்குறோம். Now we have to change our attitude towards religion, towards Hindu religion. Why? What are the reasons? Some reasons we will see. What Shastra is, 4 reasons we will see. What are the main 4 reasons? There are many names and gods, forms, worship. This is not the actual reason for confusion. That is not the actual reason. This is illiterate people says, uneducated, immature people say this answer. Because of this reason only Hinduism is confusing. But not that reason exactly. There are some other reasons which are really glorious, I am going to say. First reason is, reason number 1, Hinduism has got voluminous scriptures. Voluminous. Voluminous in the sense, if you study all the 24 hours, all the 4 weeks in a month, and all 360 days, if you study Vedas, Upanishads, Ramayana, Bharatam, Bhagavatam, all of them, what our people say, after studying, Kattradu, Kaimannalavu, Kalladadu, Ulagalavu. Even if you study 360 days continuously, throughout your life, for this, our scriptures give a story. You know that story also. Bharadwaja Rishi asked Indra, after studying Shastram so many years, Bharadwaja Rishi asked Indra, give long life for me, next birth also I want to live 300 years so that I can study more. So that I can study more. Now after 300 years of study, Bharadwaja Rishi approached Indra and says with proud, Bharadwaja Rishi says, I have completed the study of scriptures as much as possible, and I have completed almost, he said, to Indra. And Indra took Bharadwaja near a mountain and he asked Bharadwaja, stand here. And Indra took a handful of sand into his hand. Handful of sand into his hand. He said to Bharadwaja Rishi, what you have studied is this much. He left that sand. This much you have completed our scriptural study. நம்ம சாஸ்திரம் அதில் இருக்கிற பாகம் இதுதான் நீங்கள் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணது. கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணாதது, that which you have not completed, how much you know? இந்த மலை எவ்வளோ இருக்கோ அவ்வளோ இருக்குன்னு. That much you have not completed. How much big this mountain? How vast this mountain? That much Shastra you have not completed. Then Indra asked, how many years you want? Much more, tell me, to study. Then further Bharadwaja didn't ask. This is the example they gave to say how voluminous, so vast our scriptures. 4 Vedas and ancillaries, Chaturdasha Shastrani, Itihasa, Purana, Sutra, so many. For one Mahabharata, they say 1 lakh, nearly 1 lakh verses. Because of this reason, this is the main reason why Hinduism is confusing the people. Now tell me, having this much scriptural literature, the voluminous scriptural literature, having a religion, Hinduism, is its weakness or glory? This is one of the reasons. How can you say this is weakness? A loophole in the religion. Because it has got so many books in it. So many books are there, you are not able to read. What to say? So therefore, this is the one of the main reason. Our Shastra says, Indra said, Mushtina adade anantavai vedaha. Vedas are infinite. What people are studying and teaching is 108 shakhas of Upanishads. Adro some important mantras, adro selected Upanishads, adikulla 10 Upanishads. 108 Upanishads la or 10 Upanishads. For this, they are giving scholarship. Or Upanishad PhD panna, PhD vandu. Or Upanishad padicha bodum. You become a scholar. Now tell me, by studying one Upanishad or two Upanishad or one Ramayana, Bhagavatam, it is a part of this Hindu scriptures, isn't it? Studying either Bhagavatam or Bharatam or Ramayanam or any Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita, suppose. It is a study of a part of that total literature. Whole literature we are not studying. By studying part you get whole vision, or by studying whole you will get the whole vision. By studying whole only you will get holistic vision. By studying part, what vision comes? Partial vision. By studying part of that literature, the scriptures, you get a knowledge about a part of that religious knowledge. You will never get whole knowledge. WHOLE, okay. Whole knowledge you never get. Impossible. But then how to study whole? You cannot study. Then what to do? You cannot study, you cannot understand that whole thing. That's why don't say it is confusing. By keeping this reason, you are not able to study in this lifespan the entire scriptural literature. Therefore it is confusing and understatement pannade. Why you are not studying? There are so many reasons. Adi venda namakku. We are not studying, that's all. Because of Western education, because of so many reasons, we are not studying. But then how to get holistic vision? You will get, but if you study in a systematic manner. So this is one reason for confusion. Okay. Now the second reason is Hindu scriptures or Vedic scriptures never address one person. They never address only one group of people, one set of people, or one varna they never address, or only one jati they never address, but they address the entire humanity. Addressing entire humanity, it is a teaching to entire humanity. Is it gloria, weakness? A particular set of people kahave irukra religion is glorious. That which religion addressing all walks of life people, all group of people, the entire humanity, that religion is superior. Glorious, namave yoshikanu. That religion which is addressing the entire humanity is glorious. A religion which is followed by many people is not the criteria for the glory of the religion. I'll repeat again. A religion which is followed by many people in the world, not criteria for that glory of that religion. The glory of the religion based on its principles and what it gives to humanity, based on that, the quality of the religion, the glory of the religion is determined not by quantity of people following on this earth, therefore that religion is great. சொல்ல முடியாது, சொல்லவே கூடாது. For example, Hinduism is pervading only in Bharata Desha. Only one country, maximum. The most vast religion pervading is Christianity, Islam. Keeping this norm, you cannot judge the religion. It is glorious or confusing. Therefore, never determine the religion by its followers. The glory of the religion can never be determined. The second reason what we are talking, it is addressing not group of people, entire humanity. It addresses the tribal people who are staying in mountains. Hinduism addressing that a most evolved, cultured, matured, highly intelligent, supra-genius person. அது மேலே என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுறது தெரியல, சூப்ரா ஜீனியஸ். Hinduism relevant for a tribal person, Hinduism is relevant for a supra-genius evolved person in this universe. Top to bottom, all people, for all of them it is relevant. Since it is addressing all people, it is not keeping any particular person. People are not able to take what this religion giving to me. What this religion giving to me. It won't say, this practice for you, this practice for this person. And in religion straight away never come and say. Vedic scriptures never come and say, this is this. Just as a doctor cannot prescribe same medicine to all the patients. No doctor is effort to do that, no? All people should follow one God. எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரே மருந்து. All people on this earth should worship the same God. Otherwise, you will go to hell. But a doctor come and say, all the patients, எல்லாரும் கூப்பிட்டு எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுமே ஒரே மருந்து சாப்பிடுங்க, இல்லைன்னா your disease cannot be cured anu sonna eppadi irukum? You will keep that doctor in first mental hospital. You don't take medicine, you keep that doctor first in the mental hospital. No patient will take medicine. When that is so, for human beings, so religious practices, umpteen religious practices are there. How many people are there? So many practices are there. How many people are there? So many gods are there. How many tastes are there? Taste of worship, likings are there. So many are given in Hinduism. Now tell me, this is advantage or disadvantage? Is this a weakness or a glory? Have we thought of this now? So this is a glory, addressing all walks of people and giving benefit to them. It's a glory. So this is the second reason. Because of this reason, since it addresses entire humanity, it is the person's job to segregate, to identify which practice is suitable to me. It is your job. It is your job. Your job in the sense, choosing the medicine is not the patient job. Selection of medicine, giving medicines is doctor's job only. But who are those doctors in Hindu religion to give so and so practice? In gurus, sampradaya gurus, acharyas. They see those shastras, they are those people who completely study the shastra thoroughly and who have done threadbare analysis through sampradaya, a method. They have the holistic vision. They are not having partial vision. Those who have dedicated their time, energy for this purpose alone, exclusively, only for that sake, to know this whole vision, they have dedicated their time from birth to death. Ideda vela avangalukku. Such people are called sampradayavit. They are called sampradayavit, those who are having holistic vision, whole vision about Shastra. For them, Hinduism is not confusing religion. That is why such sampradayavits, acharyas, guiding the people. Therefore, they are guiding the people, getting that whole vision and giving what type of practice is suitable to what type of people, what level of people. Because they know, because they have holistic vision. Holistic vision spelling vere. Studying whole entire scriptural literature and the whole spelling is different. Ange WHO illi. Holistic vision anna HOLISTIC. மாற்றி மாற்றி போடாதீங்க, கன்ஃபியூஷனாக இருக்கும். எனக்கு ஏற்கனவே கன்ஃபியூசிங் ரிலிஜன் சொல்லி இங்கே கூட கன்ஃபியூஷனாக எடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னா கன்ஃபியூஷன் ஆகிடும். So therefore, this is the second reason. What is the second reason? Shastra giving to a one person karma yoga practice. Arjuna, karma eva kuru, karma yoga eva kuru, yudhyasva ani sollitar. You do yuddham only. Karma yoga is glorified. And Jnana yoga is subservient. It is not highlighted in one place. Grihastha is highlighted. And other sadhanas are looked down. They are inferior. Shastra says this is the reason for confusion. Because karma yoga practice for those people who require karma yoga. Similarly, upasana is highlighted. Karma is useless. Same Shastra says. Upasana panna. Upasana da you will take you to ultimate. Jnana yogam no use. Karma yoga no use at all. Same Shastra says. And you see Shiva Purana, Mahashivratri day, Shiva is glorious. Vishnu, no power at all. Power kadiyadani chalo. When Vishnu function comes, Vaikuntha Ekadasi comes, Vishnu da Bhagavan, Shivanuku power illanu சொல்லுவா. புரியுறதா கன்ஃபியூஷன் காரணம் என்ன? அப்புறம் தேவி பக்தாஸ் வந்து தேவி புராணம் படிச்சு சிவா விஷ்ணு ஆர் சப்சர்வியன்ட், அவருக்கு பவரே கிடையாது. சிவா விஷ்ணு சேர்ந்துதான் சக்தி. அவர் இல்லைன்னா இவருக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? When we are confused like this, no, people are waiting. நமக்கு ரொம்ப கன்ஃபியூஷன் ஆகிட்டோன்னா அவனுக்கு அட்வான்டேஜ். அதுக்கு தான் சொன்னேன், அந்த ரிலிஜன் எதுக்கு, என்னுடைய ரிலிஜனுக்கு வான்னு கூப்பிட்டுடுவான். நம்ம தயாராக இருக்கோம். ஏற்கனவே கன்ஃபியூஷன், இந்த பகவான் நம்பி நான் எல்லாம் ஃபெயில்யூர் தான் லைஃப்ல. தேர்ஃபோர் இனிமேல் என்ன, சிவா வேண்டாம், விஷ்ணு வேண்டாம், தேவி வேண்டாம், எல்லாரும் வேண்டாம், ஒரே ஒரு காட் இருக்கிற ரிலிஜனை கன்வெர்ட். ஜம்ப்னு ஜம்பிங், ஃப்ராக் ஜம்ப் மாதிரி. கன்ஃபியூஸ்ட், not knowing the glories of this religion and jumping to so and so religion, which are just offshoots. Except Islam and Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, all of them are, even Vaishnavism, Saivism, Shakteyam, Ganapatyam, all are offshoots of Hinduism. They are not separate from Hinduism. All born in this Hinduism only, born in this country only, except Islam and Christianity. These two religions, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, came out of the country. So this one place, one sadhana is highlighted, one God is highlighted, another place, another sadhana is highlighted, another God is highlighted. என்ன இது, எப்படி பண்றது? ரெண்டு கால ரெண்டு படவுல வச்சு டிராவல் பண்ண முடியுமா? People are confused. Therefore, sampradaya with Guru is required to teach scriptures to give the holistic vision. இந்த சாதனை நீ பண்ண, இதுக்காக கொடுத்துருக்கன்னு சொல்லணும். சரி, what is the third reason? Second reason clear? ஏன்னா அதை பற்றி பேசுறதே நமக்கு, our mind should be ready to receive this, no? ஏன்னா கன்ஃபியூஷனில் இருந்து கிளாரிட்டி வருது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். அது எஸ்மிலேட் ஆகிறதுக்கு நிறைய டைம் ஆகும். ஸோ தேர்ஃபோர் ஏகரூப ஈஸ்வரா, ஏகரூப உபாசனா பெருசா, அநேக ரூபமாக பார்க்கறது பெருசா, இல்லை ரூபமே வேண்டாம், எதுக்கு தகராறு, அரூபத்திலனே போயிடலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பண்ணலாமா? என்ன சாஸ்திரம் சேஸ், ஏகரூபமாக இருக்கும்போது ஏகரூபா இஸ் த பெஸ்ட். என்ன உனக்கு ஏகரூபம் பெஸ்ட், அநேக ரூபமாக இருக்கும்போது அநேக ரூபம் பெஸ்ட்னு சொல்லி அவனுக்கு அநேக ரூபம் பெஸ்ட். இஃப் யூ ஆர் கிராஸ்டு ஏகரூபா அநேக ஃபார் சச் எ பர்சன் அரூபம் இஸ் பெஸ்ட் అని சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ 3 categories ஆஃப் பீப்புள், புரியுறதா? 3 categories ஆஃப் பீப்புள். இட் இஸ் நாட் அட்ரஸிங் ஒன் டைப் ஆஃப் பர்சன். ஒன் பர்சன் cannot do ஏகரூபா விஸ்வரூபா அரூபா. முடியுமா? ஏகரூப தியானம், அரூப தியானம் அண்ட் அரூப ஞானம் மூணு ஒரே இடத்துல எப்படி முடியும்? யூ சிட் அண்ட் வாக். கேன் யூ டூ சிட் அண்ட் வாக்? எதர் யூ கேன் சிட் ஆர் யூ கேன் வாக், எதர் யூ கேன் ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆர் யூ கேன் சிட். இல்லை சுவாமி நான் ரெண்டும் பண்ணுறேன்னா ஒரே வாட்டி சைமல்டேனியஸ்லி முடியாத காரியம். தட் மீன்ஸ் சாஸ்திரா இஸ் அட்ரஸிங் டிஃபரெண்ட் லெவல்ஸ் ஆஃப் பீப்புள். திஸ் இஸ் த செகண்ட் ரீசன். இது புரியாததுனால நமக்கு கன்ஃபியூஷனாக இருக்க இந்த ரிலிஜன். நம்ம எந்த லெவலில் இருக்காமனே நமக்கு தெரியாது. நம்ம கன்ஃபியூஷன் எது மேலே போட்டோம்? ரிலிஜன் மேலே போட்டுட்டோம். புரியுறத? நம்ம எந்த லெவலில் இருக்காம நமக்கு தெரியாது. அதனால என்ன ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணணும்னு தெரியாது. ஒன்று ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ண வேண்டியது இன்னொரு ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதனால ரிசல்ட் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது. ரிசல்ட் வராதனால என்ன பண்ணுறோம்? நான் பண்ணின ப்ராக்டிஸ் தப்பு. இந்த ப்ராக்டிஸ் ஃப்ரம் வேர் ஐ ஹவ் டேக்கன்? ஹிந்துயிசம், ஃப்ரம் வேதிக் கல்ச்சர், வேதிக் ஸ்கிரிப்சர். தேர்ஃபோர் வேதிக் ரிலிஜன், தட் இஸ் ஹிந்து ரிலிஜன், சனாதன தர்மா இஸ் கன்ஃபியூசிங் ரிலிஜன். வந்தாச்சு கன்க்ளூஷன். அவர் வீக்னஸ், அவர் லெவல் ஆஃப் நான் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் our level, not taking the support of any educated person and putting this blame on religion. என்ன அக்கிரமம் பண்றோம் பாருங்க. பண்ணலாமா இந்த மாதிரி அக்கிரமம்? ஒரு நாளா 2 நாளா டிகேட்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். இந்த மாதிரி டிகேட்ஸ், centuries people are doing. அதே தப்பு பண்ணிட்டே வரோம். And giving chance to the other religions to attack your weaknesses, and they attack the religion also, which is really glorious. Because of whom they are attacking? Because of religious weakness they are attacking, or because of people's weakness they are attacking? People's weakness they are attacking. People's non-understanding taking as advantage. It is our mistake. Let us see third reason. Third reason is Dharma Shastra, Manu Smriti, Agnavalkya Smriti, Parashara Smriti, Vidura Niti, so many Shastras talking about Dharmam. What is righteous? What is adharmam, unrighteous? What is good? What is bad? What is wrong? What is right? What is dharma? What is adharma? Most confusing area in Hinduism. Most confusing area. Rama sending Sita to the forest is dharma or adharma? Patrimandram. இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் டிஸ்கஷன் போயிட்டே இருக்கு. Rama sent Sita to forest. Group of people say adharma. Shastra says it is dharma. According to Dharma Shastra, Praja Ranjanat Raja. Raja is one who take care of the people. For an ordinary citizen's word's sake, Rama took that word and followed dharma. And now tell me, is it dharma or adharma? 99% of people take it as adharma. There is only 0.5% or 1% kuda irukaro illiyo take Rama as a dharma purusha. Vandachi confusion. All women's lib talk about what? Rama is adharmic. Idu oru character. Where it comes? Our scriptures only. Whom we are worshipping as God. Adu vere. Then come to Bharatam. Adu veda confusion. Karna character, Yudhishthira character, Krishna's character. It's a dharmic character or adharmic character. Many places they violate dharma. This is called dharma sankatamana oru nilamai ennu solluva. Namane dharma sankatama irukena. Namakku varum illaya life la. Adhe maadhiri. Kumbhakarna is right, Vibhishana is right. Theriyumilliyo? Kumbhakarna, Mahabharatam solli Kumbhakarna solren. This is Ramayana. Kumbhakarna is Ramayana. Kumbhakarna said, I want to help my elder brother. Therefore, I will stay back with my own brother Ravana. He continued. And he fought against Rama. And Vibhishana, what he did? No. I don't want to fight with Rama. I want to join with Rama. Inge vandittar avaru. And accepted Rama as his own brother. Ipo yaar correct? Kumbhakarnara, Vibhishanara. Vibhishana is right from Vibhishana's standpoint. Kumbhakarna is right from Kumbhakarna's standpoint. That is why so many Hinduism confusing anna. Arere, and the dharma sankatam, dharma sosham purinchukanappa. Adilo yedo ardham irukka, tatparyam irukku. Adikku namakku puriyala. அதனால் கிருஷ்ணருடைய வேலை எல்லா இடத்துல every step, every action of Lord Krishna is dharmic, adharmic, very difficult to know. ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். So therefore Shastra says you have no right to judge. You have no access to judge. Dharma Shastra, this is dharmic, this is adharmic. You have no access. For ordinary person ke adu access kadiyadu. So this Dharma Shastra confusion. This is the third reason. Fourth reason is this religion, when it has come into existence in ancient religion, 5,000 years BC, before Christ. Somebody says 10,000 years before the Christ, BC. Whenever those days, and thousands of years back, how do we know? How do Shastra know all problems which are all going to come after thousands and thousands of years? Shastra cannot. How many problems are there? And how much hair is there on our head? So many problems may arise. New problems may occur. Shastra need not address all the problems. Shastra need not address all the problems of all people. Then how? For that I used to give an example. When you are learning driving, newly, learning driving and new dane. Okay. When you are learning, the driver cannot teach all possible problems which you are going to face in future also. He cannot teach. In the problems chances maximum he teach. In the nuances teach traffic rules or regulations. Suddenly you go onto the mount road. What rule you have not learned, there you have to decide. And driver kadiyadu. Nobody is there. What you do? You use your own intellect. Use your own intellect. Inner conscience. அங்கே அது யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். பட் சாஸ்திரம்ல அது யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஓகே, சாஸ்திரம்ல ஒரு இடத்துல யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், அது வெரி ரேர் எக்ஸெப்ஷன். ஜெனரலாக யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. தேர்ஃபோர் ஈவன் த டிரைவர் new driving person cannot teach you all. Similarly, Shastra also gives this permission to, just as the traffic rule person, the traffic police is given permission. He can go anywhere. He has got permission. He has got permission. Similarly, Sampradaya Vit has got a permission to amend the Shastra. Like constitution amendment. எப்படி amendment பண்ணலாம், மாற்றம் அது மாற்றம் பண்ணலாம் எப்படி. இந்த fourth reason, because we don't have access through the மூலம். ஏன்னா நம்ம மூலமே படிக்க தெரியாது. லாங்குவேஜ் ப்ராப்ளம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். யாரும் மூலம் படிக்கிறதே இல்லையே. எல்லாம் டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன்ஸ் தானே படிக்கிறான், கமெண்டரிஸ் படிக்கிறான். பாரதம் காமெண்டரி, ராமாயணம் காமெண்டரி, பாகவதம் காமெண்டரி, உபனிஷத்து காமெண்டரி, பகவத்கீதா காமெண்டரி, எல்லாம் காமெண்டரி. மூலம் யாருமே படிக்கிறது இல்லை. கமெண்டரிஸ் ஆல்சோ ரிட்டன் பை ஹூம்? வெஸ்டர்னர்ஸ், ஆல் பிரிட்டிஷர்ஸ், அமெரிக்கன்ஸ். அவனு எழுதின கமெண்டரி படிச்சு அண்ட் யூ ஹாவ் டு டிசைட் அண்ட் அமெண்ட் த வேதிக் ஸ்கிரிப்சர்ஸ். முடியுமா? பண்ணலாமா? பண்ணக்கூடாது. But then whose support I have to take in a Shastra says, a Sampradaya with. You ask him, he will tell you how to face that situation. He will tell you what to do next. Avar solluvar, you have no right. Therefore what? Because of these four reasons, Hinduism, you decide whether it is having confusion or it is having glorious. Purinja glorious, puriyalana. Therefore, Shasana Trayate iti Shastram. Now, I want to give 3 mantras. 3 mantras in Vedanta Shastram. Our whole entire Veda. Then Vedanta Shastram. Since we are studying Vedanta, end bhaga of Veda. Of course, Karma Yoga and Upasana also we have seen. Middle. And the whole entire Veda. Vedanta Shastram eva mama Arogya Sutram. This is first we have to understand. Arogya Sutram anna Shasa means to teach. Trayate, that which protects. By teaching, that which protects me is called Shastram. Veda is a Shastram that which protects me by teaching, by giving disciplines, Vidhi Nishedha, Shasanat, by commandment. Therefore, Shastram eva mama Arogya Sutram. Arogya means what? Samsara bhava rogatike போகிறதுக்கு ஒரு சூத்திரம். சூச்சனாத் திராயத்தே, சூச்சிக்கிறது சாஸ்திரம். சூச்சனம் என்னன்னா இண்டிகேட்டர். இப்படி பண்ணு, கர்மயோகம் பண்ணு, உபாசனா பண்ணு, சாஸ்திரம் படி, சிரவணம் பண்ணு, மனனம் பண்ணு. Therefore, शासनात् त्रायते. सूचनात् सूत्रम. शास्त्रम एव मम आरोग्य सूत्रम. என்ன ஆரோக்கியம்? All ஆரோக்கியம்ஸ். ஓகே, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. இது கர்ம யோகா. ஓகே, third statement is வேதாந்த சாஸ்திரம் ஏவ மம ஜீவன மந்திரம். என்ன மந்திரம்? மனநாத்ராயதே இதி மந்திரம். That which protects me, which serves as a means, takes me, protects me. அதுதான் மனனம். மந்த்ரா இஸ் வேத சாஸ்திரமே மந்திரம். வேத சாஸ்திரம் ஏவ மம ஜீவன மந்திரம் ஆகணும். லாஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஃபைனல் ஒன், வேதாந்த சாஸ்திரம் ஏவ மம ஹிருதய நேத்திரம். ஞான யோகா. ஜீவன மந்திரம் இஸ் உபாசனா யோகா. ஞான யோகா இஸ் ஹிருதய நேத்திரம். It's an eye opener. Eye opener means it opens my intellect. Jnana netram. Hridaya means here buddhi, intellect. It opens my intellect. Arogya sutram, jivana mantram, hridaya netram. Netram is that which takes me, helps me to move. So this Vedanta Shastram helps me to know the highest truth. So Arogya Sutram, Jivana Mantram, Hridaya Netram. What is that? Vedanta Shastram. Where it is? Vedanta Shastram. Where it lies? Where is it? In Hinduism. Hinduism prepares, the religion prepares to this. That is Vedanta. Advaita. Hinduism is that which prepares the person to Advaita. வேறு எந்த ரிலிஜன் எல்லாமே ஆல்பாபெட்ஸ் கண்டிஷன்ல இருக்கு. மோர் இவால்வ்டு ஏன்ஷியன்ட் ரிலிஜன், that which gives that highest goal of human life, that is moksha. மோக்ஷம் வேணும்னா எல்லாரும் ஹிந்துயிசம்க்கு வந்துதான் ஆகணும். வேறே மார்க்கமே இல்லை. ரிலிஜியன் ஏதாவது ஃபாலோ பண்ணினாலும் கூட வேதத்துக்கு வந்துதான் ஆகணும். அதுக்கு தான் வந்துட்டு இருக்கா. வருவா. they will come, they are coming also. என்ன? truth is truth, fact is one, no one can change. Therefore now we have to say, am I proud to say Hindu or not? Can I say? Boldly I can say, I am proud to be born as a Hindu. I am proud to live, continue in Hindu, as a Hindu. What do you mean by Hindu, you know? Himsam doshayate iti Hindu. The one who hates, one who is against to himsa, violence. Hindu is one who never likes violence. Adharmic violence he never likes. Dharmic violence he encourages. Therefore we are all Hindus who follow Vaidika Dharma. This is a religion, you take any practice, doesn't matter. But Advaita, Jnanam, Moksha is possible only by Vedanta, Vedas. So that Hinduism is fully based on, foundation is on Vedas. In a glorious religion we are born, in a glorious culture we are born, and glorious culture we have to propagate by understanding. That's what religious practice. Why we celebrate this religious practice, Mahashivaratri? To attain moksha. That's the purpose. So with this I conclude. Remember those 3 statements. Okay? Arogya Sutram, Jivana Mantram, and Hridaya Netram is Vedanta Shastram. Hari Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।